Cinco de Mayo is just days away, and if you're going to celebrate with a splash of tequila, you better know which kind to order. Joining me now is Jaime Salas. He's an ambassador for Milagro Tequila. Jaime, thanks for being here.
Sarah, thank you for having me.
So I want to talk about the three main kinds of tequila you might be presented with to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Start me off with the silver.
Well, the silver is probably going to be your brightest expression and perhaps the more forthright agave expression, right, which is what tequila is made from. So look for particularly 100% blue agave silver tequila if you really want that nice herbaceous fruital quality that the agave tends to convey.
What kind of drink do you want that in?
With this, I mean, the silver stands up phenomenally well with rocks glass with a couple of cubes, perhaps a complimentary either sprig of mint, something green herbaceous to bring out those green notes, or even something a little citric like lemon, peel, or an orange.
All right, let's move on to the second tequila you have for us there.
The second style we have is a reposado, which means rested, and typically this category is rested a minimum of 2 months in either white, French, or some type of oak, according to Mexican law. And what this brings about is a little bit of that beautiful bright agave note commingled with a little bit of the benefits of the oak it's come in contact with. So you'll get a little bit of caramel in there, perhaps even some toffee, a little more complexity, and perhaps even a dry finish. So it's really good in perhaps something a little bit with sparkly, maybe even a riff on a classic, say, Moscow mule. There's one we have called the mula, basically, or Mayan mule, if you will. And what you do is you put a little bit of reposado, some fresh lime juice, and top off with some ginger.
And the next one you have for us is an añejo. How is this different?
Añejos are revered as tequilas that have a lot more character, and that has to do with a lot more time spent in contact with oak. Mexican law requires that the tequila be in contact a minimum of 1 year. This particular style we have, or expressions I like to call it, we have here today, is come in contact just under 3 years in contact with French oak. So it's got a little beautiful butterscotch, a nice little smokiness to it, and a lot of vanilla in there. So it's a good tequila to really enjoy and sip and sort of take in on the rocks, as well as perhaps maybe a riff on a classic cocktail, a boozier one, if you will, something that really captures the essence of the spirit.
All right, now everyone on Cinco de Mayo is going to be drinking margaritas. We want to go a different route. What are you going to make for us today?
That's right. I thought we'd go a little bit more classic again. This is going to be a riff on a classic. This is going to be a Milagro tequila old-fashioned, if you will, and we're going to use the añejo for this one.
All right, let's mix it up.
Perfect. We're going to start out with 2 parts of the Select Bar Reserve añejo.
And you're making 2, of course, so that we can share.
One for you and one for me.
Nobody likes to drink alone.
So we're going to double up on the recipe.
What's our next ingredient?
Next ingredient is going to be about 1/4 ounce of agave nectar per cocktail. So here we're going to do 1/2 ounce for both. Next, we're going to apply a little bit of Angostura bitters. Typically, I like to go with 2 shots per cocktail. In this case, we're doing 4.
And what's our last ingredient?
And 1 of orange Angostura bitters. A little bit of a citric quality we're going to bring out. That's already present in tequila. We're just going to highlight it and bring it out just a little bit more. We're going to introduce a little bit of ice. We need the dilution just to round out, soften out the spirit and chill it down.
This is a stirred cocktail,
not a shaken one? It is, in fact, a stirred cocktail. Think of Mad Men and all the...
It's our classy old-fashioned.
That's right. So we'll stir it, ideally for about 30 seconds or so.
Mix everything in there.
Just when the ice glass gets, your mixing glass gets nice and cold, you know, it's time, ready. We'll introduce a little bit and fold in a little bit of the water to soften out the spirit. Dilute it as well, bring it together. And you're going to pour it into
our cocktail glasses with our ice already ready.
The firmer the ice, the better. The less dilution you get. The long haul, you can enjoy a heartier cocktail without over-watering it down. And then lastly, we're just going to express a little bit of orange oils in there. Just bring out that nice citric quality.
Plus it makes it pretty. So there's that.
There is that. Garnish, right? You should, there
Thank you.
Engage all the senses, flavor, the aroma, and the visual as well.
All right, cheers.
Cheers, salud.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Stay safe and happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, it's delicious. I think I would take this over a margarita. All right, that's it for your Cinco de Mayo cocktails. Now you know how to order something other than a margarita, and you know what kind of tequila to order too.